Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the Ingram Experience. So today we're going to be talking about how to know who your main spirit guide is. This is something that I'm asked very often. Most people want to know because this is the next step in our spiritual awakening. You have to know who's on your team. We're told we all have a spirit team, correct? Who's on it and how do you figure that out? Okay. Step one, you want to make a list of the things that you like. For me, I like sweets, I like laughing, I like going to parties. Don't really do that anymore, but I like dancing, music, having fun. I like the colors red, white, and black. That's a thing, kind of like candy cane colors, we can say. When I was younger, I used to like to dress up as Dracula for Halloween. So this is a list, right, of just small things that you may not have ever really even thought that it was going to matter later on in life, okay? The reason why this is important is because the things that you like tell you who your ancestors are, meaning your spirit guides, because spirit guides and ancestors are in the same category, okay? Next, you're going to figure out, or you can make a list of the types of places that you like to be. For me, and I'm using examples for me so that you just put in your examples. For me, I need to be by the ocean. When I'm in the desert, I like being there for short periods of time, but that is not my chosen place. I also love the forest. So let's go with the forest and the oceans. So then now we know where we like to be, and that's also where your main spirit guide likes to be as well, because you're connected with them energetically, sometimes physically, sometimes we actually look like our main spirit guide. It really just depends. Next, you want to figure out your ancestry. So if you already did the Ancestry.com 23andMe, you're already a little bit ahead than people that have not, because then based off of that, your genetics of the location, which is the most important thing. So let's say that you have, once again, Japanese ancestry. So then you automatically have the ability to connect with all of the ancient Japanese gods and goddesses, okay? So let's say that you have North American or South American ancestry. Then what you're gonna do, and also you don't have to do 23andMe for this. It's if you already know, and your parents told you, you have records, then that's just as good. It's just some of us don't have access to that. So, we do 23andMe. So what you do is you figure out, where is my body from? Where are the genetics of my body from? Because those genetics are what connects you to the gods and goddesses. It's all based off of that. Let's say that you don't have African ancestry. Everyone does, but this is just an example. Let's say that we didn't have African ancestry. Then you will not be allowed to work with the African gods because you're not a part of them. They're set up to help those spirits that are in the bodies that are connected to them, okay? Now, the last and most important step is learning about the gods and goddesses based off of where your ancestry is from. Because from you learning about them, you're gonna realize that there are some that are located in, let's say for me, I like the oceans and the forest, ones that are located in the oceans and the forest. There's a goddess named Yemia, there's a goddess of the ocean. She's an African goddess. I'm connected to that because I have genetics from everyone. Like I'm a body that is a combination of all genetics on earth. Okay, so you got to find out what you are so then you can find out who you can connect to, because you don't want to be trying to connect to Aphrodite, but then you don't have any Greek or Roman heritage. It's you're barking up the wrong tree. She'd be like, no, I'm trying to help out my family, not people that need to go to their family to get the help. Okay, so that's why many people have issues trying to figure out who's my spirit guide. Your spirit guide is going to be a version of you. Okay, so let's say that you like a specific type of food. Most likely, once you learn who your main spirit guide is, they like the exact same thing. And they were actually the one that gets you to eat that food so that they can enjoy it and then bring you good things into your life. Like, it's a whole process, okay? But I'm starting you all on step one. Who is your main spirit guide? So once you figure out and find out who your main spirit guide is, like let's say that your main spirit guide is Yemia, who I brought up, the goddess of the oceans. So what you want to do is you want to look her up online. You want to research her. You want to find images of her, maybe put it on the background of your phone screen or your iPad or your computer. Maybe you can even get a picture and put it up, because it's important to have an altar. I'll get into what an altar is, because we've been taught that altars are scary or evil. No, an altar is literally where you put pictures of your grandmas that have passed, grandpa's ancestors. That is called an altar. That's what it's called. So I'm also going to be re-explaining things so that things that we've been taught to fear that are actually not scary are not going to hurt us, because I've already delved into these realms and learned about these things so that I could figure out what was going to keep us the most safe moving forward. So no fear. Just know that these beings are a part of you. That's why it's your spirit team, your spiritual awakening, your spirit, your soul. Okay? So you want to learn about them. Learn about them. If Yemia ends up being your spirit guide, look her up, learn about her. And then the way that you connect with them is you treat them like a new friend. You know, you meet somebody, you're like, yeah, you're pretty cool. You want to go get lunch or something? You want to go get drinks? Whatever it is, right? What's the purpose of doing that? To get to know them, to learn their likes, their dislikes, to learn your compatibility, to see if you're going to work together in the future or maybe even fall in love. The only way to figure that out is to learn about them and get to know them, right? While also exchanging things about yourself. So you want to treat your main spirit guide, just imagine them next to you. Even though they're not there, imagine them next to you, okay? Like an invisible best friend that eventually you will be able to see. But the thing is, you have to try. You can't expect a spirit guide that's waiting for you to learn about them and know who they are and awaken that ability. You can't expect them to really go hard for you when you may be choosing to not even believe that this is real. I'm telling you that it's real because I've discovered it, I've found it, I tested it, I fact checked, I even wrote books about it. And so now here we are, okay? Because I want you all to have the same amazing experiences that I had. You know, because many people, they fear the spiritual realms because they don't understand it. You know how you defeat a fear of not understanding? You learn about it. You know how many books there are about the spirit realm? But honestly, you can just buy my book because I everything that I learned within a 3-year span, I broke it all down into my book. So, you know, if you're looking for that, then I already got something for you. And you don't have to go running around trying to find stuff, because really that's what makes Awakenings take so long, is because you run through a lot of books, you know, masters, people talking that actually don't know what they're talking about, that mislead you and actually take you a couple steps back. So I'm here to help you avoid that so you can just connect straight to your main spirit guide, okay? And if you all would like help with this, you can always sign up for a session through my website, www.theingramexperience.com. Links will be in the bio. Leave a comment if you already know who your main spirit guide is and if you would like to share your experiences. All right, so I'm going to be on here a lot more, so get used to me, okay? I hope that this helped, and I hope that you know that you're now more motivated to go and find out more about you and who you are and your spirit team so we can get this awakening going, okay? All right, so I'm Justin Starr, your host, and I will see you next time.